Hey guys, I am very sorry, but my camera died and I couldn't record any more things. But you may not recognize her face. But you probably hear her voice every single day, week, month, year, sometime. This is Susan Bennett and I'm going to interview her. Well, first of all, thank you for being here.
Okay, you're welcome.
Yeah, and sorry for taking your time. Okay. So, I know that you've been voice acting for a long time, and I would really like to know, was voice acting one of your things that you wanted to do?
No, actually, I got into it by accident. I was a singer.
For real?
And I was doing a lot of studio work, and I was working on a commercial jingle one day, and the voice actor didn't show up. So the owner of the studio said, "Susan, you don't have an accent. Come over here and read this copy." And I did. And I thought, oh, ding, 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 I can do that. And so I found a voice coach and worked with him for a while and got an agent, and that was the beginning of another career for me.
That is pretty interesting. I never knew that.
Yep.
So we know that you are the voice of Siri, which is really cool. So, like, a lot of my viewers would like to know if you did all the recording for Siri, or was it like they just took your voice and did like some kind of computer thing?
Well, it's a little bit of both. I read the original vocabulary that became Siri was recorded in July 2007.
Wow.
4 hours a day, 5 days a week. And I basically read all kinds of phrases and sentences that were created solely to get all of the sound combinations in the language. So as you can imagine, some of the sentences didn't make any sense or were pretty strange, or having to repeat certain sounds like, say the shrouding again, say the shreeding again, say
oh my
the
God.
shrouding again, say the shredding again.
This is so cool.
You see, they were just trying to get the sounds in the language. And afterwards, this has a very fancy name. It's called concatenation. The technicians / programmers, of course, with computers, would go in and extract sounds from the recordings, put them back together, and those are the answers that you get on your devices. So it's the technicians and the programmers who actually come up with the answers that Siri gives, or Siri or Cortana or whoever you're talking to.
That's so cool. That is, I never knew that, to be honest. Do any of your friends and family members ever get like freaked out when they hear your voice in their phones?
Well, they think it's pretty funny. But when Siri was first introduced, which is, gosh, 4 years ago actually, on Sunday, 4 years ago, October 4th, 2011 is when Siri appeared. And it was really funny because some people automatically knew it was me. A lot of the voice actors that I work with just automatically knew it was me. It sounded like, you know, me to them.
Yeah.
But other people who knew me well had no idea. So they manipulated the voice. It wasn't just, just my voice. I don't know exactly what they did to it, but you can manipulate a voice with, compression and reverb and that kind of thing. So I'm not exactly sure what they did to it, but that's why most people don't recognize my everyday speaking voice as being that of Siri.
Yeah.
In fact, one Halloween, a kid came to the door and said, "Oh, well, the neighbors say you're Siri." And I said, "Yes, I am." And he said, "Well, you don't sound like Siri." And I said, "How about now?"
Oh my God! I just freaked out for a little bit. Oh my God, that sounded so fun. If you can ask Siri anything, what would you ask her?
Well, I did ask her one thing. She dissed me.
She did?
Me, Brandon.
She did?
I asked her one day, I said, "Hi, Siri, what are you doing?" And she very disgustedly answered me and said, "I'm talking to you."
Oh my God. It's like talking to yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very strange.
Yeah. Me myself, I love voice acting and acting in general, and I would like if you could give advice to any other teenager who has a passion for voice acting, what would you advise them?
Well, first of all, it's a skill, like any other skill, and it's kind of acting for the voice.
Yeah.
So you want to be as versatile as you can be, but you also have to really know the basics. It's very important that you read well and that you can read without stumbling. It's always best if you can really try to increase your vocabulary in case you have to come up against some words maybe that you don't know. It's always best to be prepared, try to learn as much of the language as you can, and really practice reading things aloud. It's always nice maybe to go to read for the blind or read for the elderly or somebody like, in situations like that to help you practice reading aloud and reading in front of other people. Because once you get your reading skills down, it's always good to just get basic acting classes or even improv, because improv is really great because it helps you think on your feet. And it really helps you in any career that you're going to go into. If you can be sharp and just be able to deal with whatever situation is thrown your way, that's always going to be an advantage for you, whatever you do. And I think getting a coach is very helpful. Once you've been practicing on your own, because there are a lot of different aspects to voiceover, and there are a lot of different parts to it. For instance, there are radio and TV commercials, there's animation. Everyone, of course, wants to be a cartoon. Who would want to be a cartoon?
Oh my God.
So there are all those things, but there are also some pretty just kind of everyday things that provide a lot of work for voice actors, like narrations, reading for instructional films or e-learning, doing movie promos, doing radio and TV promos, and doing on-hold messaging. So it's a pretty big field, and a lot of people have gotten very interested in it recently. Yeah.
So I will definitely take your advice, because I'll someday like to do a voiceover for a cartoon, because I love comedy.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, good.
Yeah.
That sounds good. In fact, I will send you a doc that I have. I put together a doc because a lot of people ask me how to get into voiceover.
Yeah.
So I put a doc together, and I would be happy to email that to you.
Oh, my God.
You can share that with your readers.
Yeah, thank you.
Your listeners.
Yeah. My viewers.
Your viewers.
Yeah.
Exactly. Okay.
Well, thank you so much, Susan, for taking your time for this interview. It was really nice, and it's kind of freaky to talk to Siri without well, I'm still talking on my phone, but like talking to you in general, Yes. And
Well, I enjoyed talking with you, Brandon, and I wish you much luck.
Thank you so much, Susan Bennett.
Okay.
Yeah, so have a nice day, and I hope everything goes well for you.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you. Thank you, Susan. Thank you so much. Take her advice, and yeah, this was such a big experience. Even